Okay, so hopefully you produced a graph that looks something like this. Couple of things I'm going to discuss with you are the notes around the outside. So first thing, this is not a line of best fit. As you can see here, right at the top here is your maximum. It is really clear that that's your maximum point. As a result, when you are joining together this point or this graph, you would use a curve of best fit and actually make sure that you go through that point because this is an absolute point. Now, you do need to think about what you're graphing. A lot of these graphs, especially the ones in the past, may not necessarily have even increments, which is something you have to think about. As we said here, you need to demonstrate that the maximum heat was reached, and we said where that point is. You need to use as much space as possible. You'll see here along this axis and along this axis, your graph is taking up as much space. If you don't take up more than half, it will be assumed that you are wrong. You need to read the question first and make sure that you don't extrapolate the data. So read the question. If you do, leave space for that, but if you don't, only fill in for the points that you actually have. Now there's a couple of really important notes over here. It says, note, with temperature, consider not starting the temperature at 0. So you'll see here it doesn't start at 0. Or having break lines so that more than 80% of the grid lines is occupied. So you'll see here, instead of starting at 0, 0, they've started at 0 and 18. Now it doesn't really matter what you start with as long as you're really clear on both axes what your starting points are.